looking live at Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the Browns and the Bengals. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports, an AFC Central matchup. The Bengals at 7-3, and the Browns at 5-5. The Bengals tied with the Steelers atop the AFC Central coming into this week. The Bengals will get the ball first. Cleveland will kick off. We're underway. Fielded at the goal line by Cooper over the 15, 20, 25. And Steve Cooper, the rookie out of Stephen F. Austin, brings it out to the 27-yard line. That's where the Bengals will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Michael Nolan, in his 10th year out of Army. Waiting for Evil Dead to set the line on this one. First and 10. Opening drive of the game. The Bengals at their own 27-yard line. Overcast, cool day in Cincinnati. 42 degrees at kickoff. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun on 1st and 10. He's got Austin in motion. Nolan hands off to Rose, and Marcus Rose out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 apiece, 2nd and 3. Marcus Rose, the rookie out of Washington, on the tackle. Carroll Harris for the Browns. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bengals at their own 33-yard line. Bengals come out in the I formation on 2nd down. Nolan to Hunter this time, and Chad Hunter out to the 38, a gain of 5. And that should be a Cincinnati 1st down. On the tackle, number 32, Antonio Gibson, the rookie out of Nebraska for Cleveland. First and 10 Bengals at their own 38-yard line. Opening drive of the game. Bengals come out on 1st and 10. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose again. And this time Rose gets 2 yards out to the 40-yard line. Let's take a look at the Bengals offense. Up front, McKell, Tennant, Cousins, Simmons, and Brody. And then it's Curtis, Westbrook, Rose, Austin, and Mosley. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bengals at their own 40-yard line. Opening drive of the game. Evil Dead has the Bengals -6, over under at 46. Nolan in the gun. Nolan to Rose, and Rose gets hit in the backfield, loss of 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Carroll Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle for Cleveland. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Third and 10 from the 38-yard line. Bengals come out, 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back. Nolan throws, gets it out to Mosley, out to the 48-yard line. A 14-yard gain to Kendrick Mosley, the 5th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington. 1st down, Bengals. These two teams played earlier in the season. Let me find where they played. I'll find that score. It was in week 4. And the Bengals beat the Browns up in Cleveland 20-17. The rematch here today. 1st and 10 for the 48 and the offset eye. Nolan to Rose. And Rose throws, gets a yard out to the 47. Let's take a look at the Cleveland defense. They play a 4-3. Cash, Knighton, Bell, and Malone up front. The linebackers, Randolph, Harris, and Hunter. And the secondary for the Browns, Dixon, Barnes, Williamson, and Gibson. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line. .5:20 and counting. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan hands off to Westbrook. And Westbrook trying to get outside. Gets out to the 45-yard line. LeBron Westbrook, the second-year back out of Ohio State. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Under 5 minutes left now in the first quarter. Still on the opening drive of the ball game. 3rd and 7 for the Bengals at the Cleveland 45. 3 receivers to the near side. Nolan hands off. No. Play action throws. Incomplete. The Bengals drive stalls out. It'll be 4th and 7. This would be a 62-yard field goal attempt. I would not recommend it. I'm pretty sure the Bengals will punt. John Ryan will come out. The 13th-year punter out of Tennessee. Ryan gets the punt away. And is out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Well, that was a 21-yard punt. Not his best effort. Cleveland will take over, led by their starting quarterback, Gary Montgomery, in his 9th year out of Texas. The Browns really hurt themselves last week in that 14-13 loss to the Colts to drop to 5-5, 2 games behind the Bengals and the Steelers. The Bengals and Steelers play each other next week. That's going to be a huge showdown. Pittsburgh has yet to play this week. On 1st and 10 from the 24, Montgomery in the gun. 4 receivers wide. Montgomery looking, throws. Dumps it off to Corey Spencer, the tight end. And Spencer down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11. 1st down, Cleveland. The 5th-year tight end out of North Carolina, Corey Spencer. 1st down, Browns. Of course, we can't mention the Browns without mentioning the passing of Jim Brown earlier this week. This is our first night of football since his passing, and what an impact Jim Brown had on the league and in football in general. For my money, probably the best football player that ever played. 1st and 10 from the 35, Montgomery back. Montgomery throws, incomplete. Let's take a look at the Cleveland offense. Up front, Thomas, Benjamin, Mack, Taylor, and Pinkston. And then it's Royal, Stewart, Tubbs, Spencer, and Randall. Of course, Jim Brown was a football standout at Syracuse. He also played baseball and basketball, but he was also a very good lacrosse player at Syracuse, and he's in the Lacrosse Hall of Fame, believe it or not. 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Montgomery, play action, looking, throws deep, caught by Royal, down to the Bengal 45-yard line. A 20-yard gain by James Royal, the 8th-year receiver out of North Carolina. 1st down, Browns, into Bengal territory. Jim Brown still holds the record for the most average yards per game in his career. It's like 105 or something like that. It's ridiculous. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery under center. Montgomery drops back. Throws outside to Spencer. Down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Here's the Bengals defense. They play a 4-3. Langford, Jordan, Green, and Browner up front. The linebackers, Brazil, Golden, Reed. And the secondary for the Bengals, Hall, Taylor, Smith, and Lawrence. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Sports Davis bringing you the game. 3.5 minutes left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. The Bengals had to punt on their opening drive. This is the Browns' opening drive. On 2nd and 6, Montgomery looking, steps up. He's going to take off. And Gary Montgomery down to the 31-yard line, a 10-yard gain for the 9th-year quarterback out of Texas. First down, Cleveland. That'll move the chains. The Steelers currently tied with the Bengals at 7-3 atop the AFC Central. The Steelers play the Giants later this week. 104.3. Thank you there, Evil Dead. I knew it was a ridiculous number. An average, mind you, over 100 yards per game. Montgomery to Tubbs. And Tubbs gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Marion Tubbs, the rookie out of Florida State. Evil Dead, my director of information and pronunciation. Second and 10 from the 31-yard line. I think he still holds the record for the average yards per carry, too, if I'm not mistaken. Montgomery back to Washington this time, out to the 23-yard line. Sean Washington, the third-year tight end out of LSU. 5.2 yards per carry. That's insane. That is insane. Third and 2 from the 23-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the quarter. Montgomery under center. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs is going to get stacked up at the line of scrimmage, no gain. On the tackle, number 99, Jarrell Green, in his third year out of Wisconsin. It'll be fourth down, and the Browns are going to have to settle for 3. My gosh, 5.2 yards per carry. If you think about it, in his career, the Browns could just hand off to him, and every 2 plays, it's a first down. 4th and 1. Scott Taylor, the rookie out of LSU, will come on out. This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt. The kick is blocked. The Bengals block it. And the Browns come up empty. Both teams come up empty on their opening drive. This one was blocked. Who came in there and blocked it? Number 32, Jim Turner, the 9th-year safety out of Virginia Tech, the former Seahawk. So we remain scoreless here in the first quarter. And the Bengals will come on out. 1st and 10 going the other way. At their own 32-yard line with 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Nolan to Rose. And let's see, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. On the tackle for the Browns, Alvin Hunter, the 5th-year linebacker out of UTEP. Now on 2nd and 9, Nolan back. Nolan looking, rolls out, throws downfield, caught by Austin. Nick Austin, the tight end, out to the... No, incomplete. He did not catch it. It was broken up. I thought he had it, but no. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9. Trying to see who broke up the pass. It was Alvin Hunter again, the linebacker. 3rd and 9 for the Bengals. 3 receivers to the near side. Nolan fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Jackson, all the way down to the 45-yard line. Tyler Jackson, the 4th-year receiver out of West Virginia. A 22-yard gain, finally tackled by David Williamson. First down, Bengals into Cleveland territory. We're scoreless here in the first quarter. here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Week 11, here at Jammin' Sports. Coming up on the end of the first quarter. These teams always play each other tough, it seems. Nolan in the shotgun on first down. Austin in motion. Nolan fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Mosley, all the way down to the 26-yard line. A 19-yard gain by Kedrick Mosley. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter as we watch the replay. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 7-3 Bengals, the 5-5 Browns were scoreless as we go to quarter number 2. But the Bengals just got a long pass downfield. They're at the Brown 26-yard line. 1st and 10. A defensive first half. But now the Bengals poised to strike here. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the gun. Nolan back to throw, looking, throws to Curtis, and Isaac Curtis down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 yards, it'll be 2nd and inches. Isaac Curtis in his 4th year out of Washington, the University of Washington. Not to be confused with the Isaac Curtis that played for the Bengals in the 1970s. It's a different guy right here. Just happens to share the same name. It'll be 2nd and inches from the 16-yard line. Nolan in the gun. Nolan back. Nolan gets sacked back at the 24-yard line. A loss of 8 yards. Peyton Cash, the 6th-year defensive end out of Virginia Tech, on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 8 back at the 24-yard line. Michael Nolan got sacked, the 10th-year quarterback out of Army. Nolan spent 9 years with Detroit as mostly a backup. But the Bengals needed a quarterback during the offseason, and they acquired him as a free agent. 3rd and 8 from the 24-yard line. Nolan in the gun. Nolan back to throw. Rolls out, throws downfield, wide open, Jackson, touchdown, Cincinnati. Tyler Jackson, 24 yards, and the Bengals strike first and take a 6-0 lead. The 4th-year receiver out of West Virginia, Tyler Jackson. Touchdown, Bengals, 24 yards. And now Luke Jones for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead at 7-0, 6:57 left to play here in the first half. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Already talked about that big game coming up next week. The Bengals play in Week 12 at Pittsburgh, and that'll be a battle for first place in the division. The Browns next week play at Philadelphia. That'll be a tough game for Cleveland. And now the kickoff by Jones. Fielded by Royal at the 3-yard line, brings it out over the 20, 25, and brings it out to the 30-yard line.
Is it working now? Is it working now? Is it working now? Oh, okay.
So Cleveland will take over down 7-0 at the 30-yard line. 6:53 left in the first half. See if the Browns can answer the Bengal touchdown with one of their own. Plenty of time left till halftime. Browns come out with 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Throws underneath. Caught by Spencer. And Corey Spencer gliding forward down to the 44-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a Cleveland first down. The 5th-year tight end out of North Carolina, Corey Spencer. Evil Dead will appreciate this because I was sending him pictures throughout the day. The softball team I was covering at the state championship, outside of town, they've already updated the sign. It says 2023 state champions already. They wasted no time putting the sign up. 1st and 10 for the 44-yard line. Montgomery back, looking, throws to Mueller this time. And Mueller down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and a Browns first down. I'll try to get Misty to send Evil Dead that picture. He'll appreciate that. I know, it was very quick. See if you can send it to him. He'll appreciate that. Okay. I mean, they didn't waste any time. Right as you get to the city limits, there's a sign that shows all the state championships by the high school. It's already up. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hold on, Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs breaks the tackle and then gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. On the tackle, number 52, Robert Brazil, in his 13th year out of North Carolina State. Evil Dead, Misty sent you the picture. Let me know if you get it. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Montgomery in the shotgun on 2nd down. Montgomery to Tubbs. And Tubbs is going to be hit for a 1-yard loss. Make it a 2-yard loss by Ross Browner, number 79. Browner in his 9th year out of Florida. And that will bring up 3rd and 12 for the Browns. Coming up on 5 minutes left here in the first half. Cincinnati up 7-0. 3rd and 12, 4 receivers set wide for the Browns. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery back. Montgomery steps up, rolls out, and takes off. He's got the first down inside the 30, inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 31 yards on the scramble by Gary Montgomery all the way down to the Cincinnati 16. I need to take another look at that picture. Well, there you go. Let me see if Misty can bring that picture up so I can take a better look at it. I need to see if they added to the sign or if it's a brand new sign.
Brand new sign.
Is it a brand new sign? Completely new? It sure is. I'll be darned. It is a new sign. On 1st and 10 in the I formation, Montgomery to Stewart, up the middle, and James Stewart gets a 3-yard gain to the 13-yard line, be 2nd and 7. The 13th year running back out of UCLA, the backup, James Stewart. That is a brand new sign, Evil Dead. So that means they must have had it ready to go. That's confidence. On 2nd and 7 from the 13-yard line in the I formation. Montgomery to Tubbs up the middle, and Marion Tubbs gets a yard to the 12-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Cedric Jordan on the tackle in his 5th year out of Winston-Salem. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left in the half. Browns knocking at the door at 3rd and 7 from the 12. Montgomery back. Montgomery throws outside to Tubbs. And Tubbs is going to be hit shy of the first down. He's going to lose 2 yards back to the 12-yard line. It'll be 4th and 9. And the Browns are going to have to settle for 3. They do not get the touchdown on this drive. The Bengals make the stop on the tackle, number 21, Mario Smith, the fifth-year safety out of Wisconsin. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the first half. Scott Taylor, the rookie out of LSU, will come out. This will be a 31-yard attempt to get the Browns on the board. The kick is up, and it's good. The Browns score, but the Bengals still lead it 7-3 with 2:54 left here in the first half. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 7-3 Bengals, the 5-5 Browns. We will have a triple header for you tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, followed by a doubleheader of baseball. The triple header tomorrow will start things off with the Broncos at the Colts. Then we'll have the Cowboys and the Packers, and that'll be followed up by the Bears and the Patriots. All tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Fielded by Cooper at the 2-yard line over the 20-25, and Cooper brings it out to the 31-yard line. Steve Cooper on the return. 1st and 10. The Bengals will start at their own 31-yard line. Up 7-3. I can't believe they got that sign up so quick. The way they were playing, though, so dominant in the tournament, it was a safe bet to make a new sign. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Nolan fakes the handoff, looks downfield, rolls out, throws deep, caught by Austin. He had to reach back for it and pulls it in all the way down to the Cleveland 42-yard line. A 27-yard catch by Nick Austin, the 7th-year tight end out of Texas. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 2:29 and counting here in the first half. Clock is running. 2:25 and counting. The Bengals at the Cleveland 42-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan draws back. Nolan looking, throws outside to Austin, and he gets all the way down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Bengals up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals lead the Browns 7-3, AFC Central matchup. The Bengals at 7-3, the Browns at 5-5. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bengals at the Cleveland 35-yard line. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan draws back, throws underneath to Austin, and Nick Austin breaks the tackle, and it gets all the way down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a Cincinnati first down. The big tight end, Nick Austin. First down, Bengals, whereas Evil Dead calls them the bagels. I like bagels with cream cheese. Good stuff. Browns didn't wrap up on that tackle. 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Coming up on a minute and a half left in the half. At the Brown 22-yard line. Nolan in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Nolan steps up, throws outside to Jackson. And Tyler Jackson down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 7 to bring up 2nd and 3. Clock continues to move. 1:10 and counting. Here in the first half. Bengals up 7-3. They get a touchdown here. They can take a 2-score lead into halftime. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan under center. Nolan draws back. Throws to the end zone. Jackson. Touchdown. Cincinnati. Tyler Jackson, 14 yards. His second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals take a 13-3 lead. The fourth-year receiver out of West Virginia. I tell you what, he's really turned into a fine receiver for the Bengals. Luke Jones for the extra point. Kick is up. Looks good. Is good. Bengals lead it 14-3, a 2-possession lead with 52 seconds left in the half. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports, where the stream looks really good on my laptop. I tell you what, 60 frames per second versus 30 is a big difference. I mean, it looks crystal clear on my laptop. So the Bengals now up by 11. They'll kick off. The Browns will have 52 seconds and 3 timeouts to try to do something. Luke Jones kicks off. Fielded by Willis at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Stephen Willis, the rookie out of Notre Dame, brings it out to the 27-yard line. First down Cleveland, 48 seconds until half. I had a lot of fun down in Murfreesboro during the week, but I'm glad it's over. It's a lot of work, 4 straight days in a row. You got to travel with the team. All the prep work, all the scrambling around down there to make sure you have a phone line and all that to get ready before each game. There's such a large media presence down there. But we won the championship. It was worth it. Montgomery pump fakes. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Caught by Spencer. All the way down to the 46-yard line. And the Browns would take a timeout. A 27-yard gain to the tight end, Corey Spencer. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The Browns will have it 1st and 10 at the Bengal 46-yard line with 38 seconds left in the half. On a dark, cloudy, cool afternoon here in Cincinnati. We're in Week 11. That puts us in the 3rd weekend of November on the schedule. We'll have the Thanksgiving Day games next week in Week 12. 1st and 10 for the 46. Montgomery back. Montgomery rolls out. And Montgomery down at the 41-yard line, a gain of 5. The Browns take a timeout. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. 30 seconds left. They're not in field goal range yet. It would be a 58-yard field goal from here. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Browns at the Bengal 41-yard line. The Bengals can temporarily take over first place in the AFC Central with a win today. The Steelers would be a half game back. The Steelers play later this week. On 2nd and 5, Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Royal all the way down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 14 yards to James Royal, the 8th-year receiver out of North Carolina. Clock running down. 12 seconds. This would be a 44-yard field goal attempt. That's probably what the Browns will do. They'll let the clock run down, and they'll kick a field goal to try to make it a one-possession game. They take a timeout with 10 seconds left. Let's see if they trot out the field goal unit. Take the points when you can get them. I mean, points are points. Every point you score, the other team has to overcome. And they do add up. Just ask that kicker in the USFL, Aguiar, who won the game with 8 field goals the other day for the Stars. Someone's going to sign him. He went 8 for 8, 3 of them from 50 yards plus. 1st and 10. Here we go, a 44-yard field goal attempt by Scott Taylor. The kick is up. Looks good. Is good. So the Bengal lead is now 14-6, a one-possession game with 6 seconds left. You know what NFL team needs to sign that Aguiar guy is Dallas. They had kicking woes all last season. I'd be signing him already. If you haven't seen the highlights of that game and the field goals that he nailed, 2 from 40 plus, 3 from 50 plus. Yeah, that was nuts. It was the only points they scored, too. They won 24-21. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Cooper at the 2-yard line. Over the 20-25. Cooper, a nice return out to the 35-yard line. Steve Cooper. 2 seconds left until halftime. I mean, 3 of those were from 50 yards plus. And they nailed them. And 2 of them were from 40 yards plus. I mean, that was nuts. And the Stars won the game 24-21. 1st and 10. The Bengals will probably just run and play and go to halftime. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose. And we go to halftime. Halftime score, the Bengals 14, the Browns 6, here at Jammin' Sports. Back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. We go to the third quarter. The Bengals lead the Browns by a score of 14-6. The Browns at 5-5, the Bengals at 7-3. A big battle here in the AFC Central. The Bengals trying to keep pace with the Steelers. The Steelers have a tough game against the Giants later this week. The Giants also fighting for their playoff lives at the moment in the NFC East. A game behind the Cowboys. That'll be a good game later this week. Giants at the Steelers. That's actually the Sunday night game this week. The flex game. Cleveland will get the ball first. Luke Jones will kick on for the Bengals. Fielded by Royal at the 3-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And James Royal out to the 28-yard line. First down, Cleveland. Yeah, getting back to that Aguiar guy, if I'm a general manager in charge of drafting or signing players, I'd be after that guy, that kicker. Oh my goodness. That's a weapon right there if you've got that kind of kicker on your team. 1st and 10 for the Browns from the 28-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery drops back, throws, gets it out to Cole, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. The intended receiver, number 89, Nick Cole, the rookie out of Utah. Second and 10 for the Browns at their own 28. Bengals up 14-6 here in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs goes nowhere. A loss of 2 yards. Ross Browner and company making the tackle along with number 51, Keaton Walters, the second-year linebacker out of Maryland. It'll be third down for the Brownies. A loss of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 12. Yep, like Tucker, that is. You're right. Absolutely. If I was an NFL general manager or head coach, I'd want the best kicker I could find. 3rd and 12 from the 26. Montgomery back. Montgomery throws. Open is Cole. Nick Cole all the way down to the 43-yard line. The rookie out of Utah. Into Bengals territory. No, I'm sorry. Out to the Cleveland 43-yard line. That's a gain of 17 yards. I thought it crossed midfield, my bad. But it's still a first down for the Browns. How many games have you seen in NFL history that have gone down to a last-second field goal? Here's that unorthodox formation by the Browns, 1st and 10. Montgomery throws outside to Royal. That doesn't fool anybody. The Bengals run to that. That's a 5-yard loss. Lee Gold comes up, a linebacker, and makes the tackle. The 13th-year linebacker out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 15. You might want to take that play out of the playbook. You did not fool the Bengals at all. They were on that like white on rice. Second and 15 at the 38 for Cleveland. We're in the third quarter. Bengals up 14-6. Montgomery under center on second down. Royal in motion. Montgomery drops back, throws underneath to Royal, and Royal fumbles, and the Bengals come up with it. Recovering the fumble, Cedric Jordan, as Royal coughs it up. Let's watch the replay. Who made the hit? Lee Gold, the linebacker, popped him and caused him to cough up the football right there. Bang. And that ball's clearly out. And Cedric Jordan recovers for Cincinnati. And now the Bengals take over into Cleveland territory. They'll start at the Brown 42-yard line with 6.5 minutes left. 6:33 on the clock here in the third quarter, up 14-6.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 from the 42. Nolan fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws down the near sideline, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Marcus Sparks, the 4th-year linebacker out of Florida, the former Steeler, knocking it down, intended for Nick Austin. Sparks spent 3 years with the Steelers, now in his first year with the Brownies. 2nd and 10 Bengals at the Cleveland 42-yard line. 6:27 left to play here in the third quarter. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Nolan. Nolan draws back. Nolan throws underneath to Curtis. And Isaac Curtis down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. The 4th-year receiver out of the University of Washington, Isaac Curtis, the Washington Husky. It'll be 3rd and 4. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back, throws to Jackson down the sideline, and Tyler Jackson down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 11 and a Cincinnati first down. That'll stop the clock with 5:53 left here in the third quarter as he gets out of bounds. On the tackle, number 32 for the Browns, Antonio Gibson, the rookie out of Nebraska. Obviously, I don't believe in retired numbers. He's wearing Jim Brown's old number. 1st and 10 from the 24. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan fakes the handoff, rolls out, and Nolan's going to take off, and he makes his way down to the 13-yard line. An 11-yard gain for Michael Nolan, the quarterback, in his 10th year out of Army. First down, Bengals. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 13-yard line. We'll have a triple header tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Broncos and the Colts, and that'll be followed by the Cowboys and Packers, followed by the Bears and the Patriots. That's tomorrow. 1 o'clock Eastern time. 1st and 10, Nolan to Hunter, and Chad Hunter breaking a tackle and gets down to the 11-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. The 4th year back out of Florida State, Chad Hunter. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. We'll also have a baseball doubleheader tomorrow with the American League and National League Championship Series. That'll be after football. That'll be tomorrow night. On 2nd and 8, Nolan to Rose, and Rose gets nailed in the backfield. Back at the 15-yard line. On the tackle, number 31 for the Browns, Antonio Barnes, the 4th year defensive back out of San Jose State. A loss of 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. From the 15-yard line, 4:25 and counting. Michael Nolan in the shotgun on 3rd down. Nolan back. It's a blitz. Gets it off to Rose, and Rose is not going to get the first down. He gets down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 4th and 9. And the Bengals will settle for 3. On the tackle, number 22 for the Browns, Mike Gilbert, the 6th year defensive back out of Miami. Marcus Rose, the running back. The series, where are they at? Let's see. The Mets lead the Cubs 2-0. And the A's lead the Yankees 2-1. On 4th and 9, Luke Jones. This will be from 29 yards. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Bengals go back up by 11, 17-6, with 3:41 left to play. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals back up by 2 possessions, 17-6, with 3:41 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. The Bengals at 7-3. The Browns at 5-5. The standings and the schedules are all down below in the panels if you're watching this on a computer. There's the kick. Fielded by Royal a yard deep over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And James Royal out to the 27-yard line. First down, Cleveland. We'll also have football and baseball for you Sunday. And we'll have football and baseball for you Monday on Memorial Day. A big sports weekend here at Jammin' Sports. 3-day holiday weekend. I get to paint another room tomorrow. I'll do that in the morning. I get to paint a hallway tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. I'll do that next weekend. Montgomery to Spencer, down to the 31, a gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. I said I'll do that the following week. A little bit at a time. Lee Gold on the tackle, number 50. Tomorrow I get to paint a hallway. Fun. It looks good, though, what I've painted so far, right, Misty? Okay. On 2nd and 6 from the 31, 5 receivers set wide. Nolan in the gun, back to throw. Nolan throws to Spencer underneath as he gets out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11 to Corey Spencer. First down, Browns. Gracie back in the house. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
There you go. Well, let's ask Gracie. Gracie, did I do a good job painting so far?
Yes, you did.
There you go. You see? They both said so. So there. 1st and 10, Browns at their own 42-yard line. Evil Dead says hi there, Gracie. She's watching. She's looking at the screen. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs, no gain. And that will bring up 2nd and 10. On the tackle, number 34 for the Bengals. I'm looking for a 34 on the roster. He must be buried. There he is, Trey Taylor, the rookie out of Connecticut. She's left the room. She's back in there watching her K-pop. On 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line, Montgomery looking, throws to the near side to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs gets out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Marion Tubbs, the rookie out of Florida State, their first-round draft pick. On the tackle, number 32, Jim Turner, the free safety for the Bengals. Under 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. Bengals up 17-6. The Browns come out. Montgomery in the shotgun on 3rd down. Montgomery back, throws, gets it out to Randall. A missed tackle, and he's down the sideline. And Turner finally forces him out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A 31-yard gain. Actually, more than that. It's a 35-yard gain. Down to the Cincinnati 17-yard line. By Terry Randall, the fifth-year receiver out of Oregon. His first catch of the afternoon. A minute 35 left. Now the clock runs here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Browns, 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Montgomery back to throw. Dumps it off inside to Griffin. And Griffin 4 yards down to the 13-yard line. Terry Griffin, the rookie out of North Dakota. His first catch of the day. A 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. A minute 8 and counting. The Browns trying to make it a one-possession game. Here's that unorthodox formation again. Montgomery hands off to Tubbs. And Marion Tubbs, not much. 3 yards down to the 10-yard line. On the tackle, number 95, Cedric Jordan, in his 5th year out of Winston-Salem. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Under a minute to play. Actually, we're down to 35 seconds here in the third quarter. 3rd and 3 from the 10-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery setting up a screen pass to Tubbs inside the 10. Tubbs all the way down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 8. 1st and goal, Cleveland at the 2-yard line. Making the tackle, number 25, Andrew Wilson, in his 6th year out of East Tennessee State. It'll be 1st and goal for the Browns at the Cincinnati 2-yard line. Cleveland trying to make it a one-possession game. Well, both of our games here tonight at Jammin' Sports have been good. The Falcons upset the Saints in overtime, 23-17. That's in the video section. And now we got a close game here. 1st and goal from the 2. Will they get the playoff in time? Before the end of the quarter, they do. Montgomery throws. Incomplete. That's the end of the third quarter. Bengals up 17-6 here at Jammin' Sports. back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the fourth quarter. The Bengals lead the Browns 17-6. It'll be second and goal for the Browns at the Bengal 2-yard line. A battle in the AFC Central Division. The Browns come out. They spread the receivers wide on second and goal. Montgomery takes the snap, hands off to Tubbs, and Tubbs gets hit for a 3-yard loss back to the 5-yard line. Nathan Langford, the 6th-year defensive end out of LSU, on the tackle. It'll be third and goal back at the 5. Big third down right here. The Browns trying to get back in the game. Down by 11. Montgomery on third and goal in the shotgun. Montgomery takes the snap, looks to the end zone, rolls out, throws, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Keaton Walters, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Maryland. It'll be fourth and goal. Well, you're down by 11. You need a field goal along the way anyway. So you might as well get the field goal now and make it a one-possession game. And that's probably what the Browns will do. Scott Taylor will come out, the rookie out of LSU. And this will be a 22-yard attempt to make it an 8-point ball game. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead is now 17-9. An 8-point lead with 7:24 left in regulation. Here at Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Once again, a triple header tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern. It'll be Denver at Indianapolis, followed by Dallas at Green Bay, and then we'll have Chicago at New England. That all starts at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And then we'll have a baseball doubleheader starting at 7 o'clock Eastern with the American League and National League Division or Championship Series. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Cooper at the 3-yard line over the 15, 20, 25, 30. Cooper down the sideline. Nearly broke it all the way out to the 43-yard line. Finally tackled by Edgar Ross, but Steve Cooper nearly broke that one. And the Bengals get great field position, up by 8. And Nolan will come out. Good numbers on the day for Nolan. The Bengals will start at their own 43. The Browns in their brown uniforms remind me of Tootsie Rolls. They just do. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Nolan, pump fakes, gets sacked back at the 36-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. David Williamson comes in, the 2nd-year free safety on the safety blitz out of Georgia Tech. A loss of 7. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Bengals. That was a well-executed safety blitz. On 2nd and 17, under 7 minutes left to play in regulation. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose, and Rose gets a yard at best out to the 37-yard line. Carroll Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 16. 6:35 and counting. A big third down coming up for the Bengals right here. The Browns trying to get the ball back. They're down by 1 possession. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back. Rolls out, throws, and it's nearly picked off by Carroll Harris. It's knocked down, and the Bengals go 3 and out. They get a nice return on the kickoff, but go 3 and out. And they'll have to punt. John Ryan will come out to punt. And the Browns are going to get the ball back with a chance to tie up the game. Plenty of time left. 6:17 on the clock. And now Ryan gets the punt away. And that's going to be fielded by Royal at the 15. And James Royal brings it out to the 29-yard line. First down, Browns. 6:08 left. And the Browns are down by 8. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. As Gary Montgomery brings the offense back out. Montgomery, the 9th-year quarterback out of Texas. On a dark, dreary afternoon in Cincinnati. First and 10 from the 29. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Montgomery. Montgomery back, rolls out, in trouble. He's going to take off, and Montgomery slides down the 36-yard line. A gain of 7 will bring up 2nd and 3. Under 6 minutes to play now in regulation. Bengals up 17-9. Evil Dead took the Bengals to win this one. What? Yeah, he got it. On 2nd and 3 from the 36. Montgomery under center. Montgomery, play action, looking, rolls out to the near side, throws back across, and is nearly picked off, knocked down by Lee Gold, the linebacker. A dangerous pass. Gold should have picked it up. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. It was intended for Corey Spencer, the tight end. 5:29 left to play. Here in the fourth quarter, it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Browns at their own 36. Montgomery hands off to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs has the first down. A 7-yard gain out to the 43-yard line. That'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10. Clock continues to roll. 5 minutes, 10 seconds. 1st and 10 from the Browns at their own 43. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery drops back. Throws downfield. Caught by Spencer. All the way down to the Cincinnati 40-yard line. A 27-yard gain for the big tight end, Corey Spencer. Closing in on 100 yards receiving. He's at 89 at the moment. And now the Browns are in Cincinnati territory. They can tie it up on this drive with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 1st and 10 for the Bengal 40. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Rolls out. Being chased. Throws to Spencer, incomplete. And that was broken up by Jim Turner, the safety, the former Seahawk. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. He was traded to the Bengals during the offseason from Seattle. Jim Turner. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Browns. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back, setting up a screen pass to Tubbs. And that's smoked out by Walters, Keaton Walters, the linebacker. And that'll be a loss of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13. Back at the 42-yard line. Walters read that play beautifully, making the play. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Sports Davis in the house. Misty's here. 3rd and 13. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Big 3rd down for the Brownies. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery back, throws, and is caught by Cole. He'll stroll in for a touchdown. A 42-yard touchdown catch by Nick Cole, the rookie receiver out of Utah. And the Browns have pulled to within 2. They'll go for 2 and try to tie it up. Jim Turner jumped the route too soon. He did not time that one out very well. Watch this. Got a little bit ahead of himself. And now the Browns will go for 2 to tie it up with 3:49 left. Big 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Montgomery under center. Montgomery, 3-step drop, looking, throws, wide open Royal. 2-point conversion is good. In the middle of the end zone, James Royal catches the 2-point conversion try. We're tied at 17. Boy, our first game went to overtime. This one, you never know. We're tied at 17 with 3:49 left. We could have back-to-back overtimes. Still a lot of time left. 3:49 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Bengals and Browns tied at 17. Misty says it's well past her bedtime. And Kyle Larson will kick off for the Browns. Fielded by Cooper at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Steve Cooper brings it out to the 29-yard line. The rookie out of Stephen F. Austin, Steve Cooper. So we're tied at 17 with 3:45 left. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 29. Plenty of time. Lion Chat's back in the room. That's right, Battle of Ohio. There you go. No blackouts here. You can watch it on Twitch. Good to see you, Lions. Say hello to Evil Dead. Yeah, but my NFL is better than the real NFL in a lot of ways. 1st and 10 from the 29. Nolan, play action looking. Throws outside to Rose down the sideline. Marcus Rose all the way out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards and a Bengals first down. Earlier this evening, the Falcons upset the Saints in overtime, 23-17. That game's in the video section. And this is the second game of our doubleheader. And the Bengals and the Browns are tied at 17. Late in the fourth quarter. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern with a triple header. I'm doing well there, Lions. 1st and 10 from the 45. I hope you are too. Nolan back. Throws underneath to Isaac Curtis. And Curtis to the Brown 47-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. NFL triple header tomorrow at 1 Eastern. Colts will be entertaining the Broncos for game 1. Cowboys, Packers game 2, and Bears, Patriots game 3. Tomorrow starting at 1. 2nd and 2, Nolan to Rose. He's got the first down, Marcus Rose, to the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a Bengal first down. The rookie out of the University of Washington, Marcus Rose. David Williamson on the tackle for Cleveland. The Bengals not quite in field goal range. 1st and 10 from the 38. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. The Bengals in the I formation. Nolan hands off to Chad Hunter. And Hunter down to the 35, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. On the tackle, Ralph Malone in his 8th year out of Pittsburgh. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 17 here at Jammin' Sports. Back here at Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, on a very dark late afternoon here in Cincinnati. Bengals and Browns tied at 17. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bengals. At the Cleveland 35, it'll be a 52-yard field goal from here. The Bengals will try to get closer. Of course, they'll try to get the touchdown. The Browns are going to start using timeouts in the I formation. Nolan hands off to Chad Hunter, and Hunter gets hit in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Carroll Harris, the linebacker, comes up and makes the tackle. Harris in his 6th year out of Texas. A loss of a yard to bring up 3rd and 8. And now it would be a 53-yard field goal attempt. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Bengals here in a tie ball game. 1:40 and counting. I'm surprised the Browns did not take a timeout. On 3rd and 8. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose. He's got the first down. Rose down to the 26. A 10-yard gain. First down Bengals. Now the Browns take a timeout. And now the Bengals have the Browns over a barrel with 1:27 left. They can force the Browns to use their remaining 2 timeouts and then kick a field goal at their leisure to win the game. It would be a 44-yard field goal from here. 1st and 10 Bengals from the Brown 26. The Bengals trying to get to 8 and 3. They would take over first, at least for the moment, in the AFC Central. In the I formation. Nolan fakes the handoff. Nolan scrambling. Oh, he gets sacked, and that takes him out of field goal range. And the Browns take a timeout. That's an 8-yard sack. It'll be 2nd and 18. The Browns take a timeout. What's up, going snowman? The snowman's in the house. It'll be 2nd and 18 back at the 34-yard line. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. We're at the tail end of a doubleheader here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern with a triple header. Colts, Broncos, Cowboys, Packers, and Bears, Patriots tomorrow. And then tomorrow night at 7 Eastern, a baseball doubleheader. 2nd and 18 from the 34-yard line. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose around the outside, and Rose, he's going to lose another yard. Ralph Malone makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 19. Catch the Friday night games. You can catch up in the video section or the highlight section, either one, and check out past games. Now it's a 52-yard field goal attempt. 3rd and 19. The Browns take their final timeout. On 3rd and 19, the Bengals will try to get closer. They come out in the I formation. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose, and Rose makes his way down to the 31-yard line. Again, of 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 15. Peyton Cash on the tackle for Cleveland. So now it would be a 48-yard field goal attempt by Luke Jones, the 7th-year kicker out of the University of Miami. Under a minute left, the Browns are out of timeouts. The Bengals will eat up as much time as they can before kicking this. Luke Jones from 48 yards to give the Bengals the lead again. The snap, kick is up. And, oh, he missed it. Are you kidding me? Luke Jones misses a 48-yard field goal attempt. Wow. How do you miss that? You've got to make that. Had it been from 47, maybe. We stay tied at 17. Lions, yes, likes that. He must be rooting for the Browns. So now Cleveland, they're out of timeouts. They have no timeouts. There's no rain here. It's overcast, but there's no rain. We're tied at 17 with 29 seconds left. The Browns are out of timeouts. Let's see if they can get into field goal range. If not, we're going to have overtime for the second straight game. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back, or Montgomery, I'm sorry. Montgomery throws to Royal, and Royal gets up and tackled down at the 47-yard line. Or there might be a sprinkle or two. 1st and 10, Cleveland. 15 seconds. They're out of timeouts. Montgomery back. Montgomery in trouble, and he gets sacked back at the 46. And time's going to run out. They won't get the receivers back in time. We're going to overtime for the second straight game tonight. The Browns and the Bengals tied at 17. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 11 here at Javin Sports. We're going to overtime. Yeah, really. What are you doing, Gary? All right, let's see who wins the toss. The earlier game tonight, the Falcons and the Saints went to overtime. The Falcons won that 23-17. The Browns have won the toss. They will receive. So that means the Browns can win the game outright on the opening drive if they get a touchdown. Anything less than that, then the Bengals will get a possession. And of course, you probably know by now, here at Javin Sports, we don't have ties. We'll just keep playing until somebody wins this thing. Outright. That's right. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Willis at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. And Stephen Willis out to the 25-yard line. That's where the Browns will have it, 1st and 10. No, I don't know who's going to win. I have no idea who's going to win. I'm just saying, if you have the opening possession and you score a touchdown, then you win the game right there and then. You win it outright. Once the Bengals take possession, we'll be in sudden death. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. That is if the Browns don't score. In the offset eye. Montgomery, 3-step drop, throws inside to Randall, and he holds on out to the 30-yard line. Terry Randall, the 5th-year receiver out of Oregon. A gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. Now that we're in overtime, the complexion of the game changes. They're not in the hurry-up anymore. Snowman has his money on Cincinnati stopping them. On 2nd and 4, 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery back, throws to Spencer, and Corey Spencer out to the 36. A gain of 6, 1st down Browns. On the tackle, number 29, Leon Hall, the 12th-year defensive back out of Michigan. But it's a Cleveland 1st down. Cincinnati comes into this game tied with Pittsburgh atop the AFC Central at 7-3. The Browns are 2 games back at 5-5. The Steelers play the Giants later this week. 1st and 10 from the 36. Montgomery under center. Montgomery, play action, watch out, throws deep, and it's caught. No, incomplete. Randall looking for the interference, no flag. It was broken up by number 34, Ken Terrell, the 5th-year safety out of San Diego State. And Leon Hall back there as well. Trey Taylor, the receiver, couldn't come down with it. Oof. 2nd and 10 for the Browns. 6:55 left in the first overtime. On 2nd and 10. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs breaking tackles, gets out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Mario Smith, the free safety in his 5th year out of Wisconsin, makes the tackle. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Brownies right here at their own 42-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery back, Montgomery rolls out, throws to Tubbs. He's got the first down, out of bounds at the Cincinnati 47-yard line. An 11-yard gain on the pass. First down, Browns into Bengal territory at the 47. Pushing him out of bounds was number 50, Lee Gold, the linebacker. First down, Cleveland. They're at the Cincinnati 47, 6:20 left in the first overtime. The Browns trying to just win the game here on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, Montgomery draws back, throws downfield. It's caught by Washington. No, broken up. Incomplete. Broken up by the Bengals. Sean Lawrence, the fifth-year defensive back out of Auburn, broke up that pass. Intended for Sean Washington, the tight end. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Bengal 47-yard line. Browns come out, 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery looking, throws, incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. The Bengals won the earlier matchup. In Cleveland. By a score of 20-17. Montgomery back on 3rd and 10. Throws to Griffin inside the 30. He fumbles, and the Bengals come up with it. Terry Griffin, the rookie receiver, fumbles the ball after getting the first down, and the Bengals pounce on it. Let's see who made the hit. The hit was made by number 34, Trey Taylor, the safety. Knocks the ball loose, and the Bengals recover. And now Nolan will come out. We're now in sudden death. Now it's sudden death overtime. The next team to score wins. It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter how. The Bengals can now win it with a field goal. The Bengals will take over at their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back to throw. Steps up, throws deep, going for the home run. And is picked off by Antonio Barnes. And the Browns get it right back. Antonio Barnes, number 31, the 4th-year defensive back out of San Jose State, picks it off. And now the Browns would take over at their own 20. So the Bengals only had it for one play. He was looking for the receiver Tyler Jackson down the sideline. It was a bit underthrown. Now Cleveland with the ball back. He was thinking a quick strike for a touchdown is what he's thinking. But he underthrew the ball. 5:49 left here in the first overtime. We've had, 3 double overtimes or 2 double overtimes this season. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Rolls out, throws downfield, incomplete. Intended for Terry Randall. It'll be 2nd and 10. And that'll stop the clock with 5:46 left in the first overtime. The Bengals and the Browns tied at 17 in overtime. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Browns in the I formation. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs gets outside all the way down to the 38-yard line. An 18-yard gain. First down, Cleveland. A shoestring tackle by the linebacker, Don Phillips, in his 3rd year out of UCLA. I think it was Phillips. Yeah, number 59. Yes, I had it right. First down, Cleveland at their own 38. 5:20 left to play in the first overtime. 5 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Montgomery rolling out. And he's going to take off. And he slides down at the 45, a gain of 7. Make it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Jimmy Jan with Evil Dead. Lions Chats. Going Snowman. I think Sports Davis is still in the room. Good crowd watching our overtime here today. 2nd and 4 from the 45 in the I formation. Montgomery to Stewart. And James Stewart is going to lose a yard back to the 44-yard line. Mario Smith came up and made the tackle. And that will bring up 3rd and 4. Actually, now they say no game. It'll be 3rd and 4. The Browns come out with 4 receivers set wide, 3 to the near side. Montgomery in the shotgun on 3rd down. Montgomery back. Throws to the near side. Caught by Cole. No. Incomplete. Broken up by Sean Lawrence. Nick Cole, the rookie receiver, could not haul it in. It'll be 4th down. Things are getting a bit testy out there. It'll be 4th down. The Browns are going to have to punt. Kyle Larson will come in to punt for Cleveland with 4:15 left in the first overtime. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone touchback. And the Bengals will have it at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, with 4:08 left in the first overtime. We're tied at 17. Michael Nolan, his stats on the day. We'll have a triple header tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. It'll be the Colts and the Broncos, followed by the Cowboys and the Packers, followed by the Bears and the Patriots. All right, Lions Chat, we'll see you later. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. In the offset eye. Nolan, play action. Throws to the near side, caught by Curry. Bryce Curry, the fullback, out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Bryce Curry in his 3rd year out of Tennessee. The fullback. Snowman's still in the house. Lions Chats had to run, I guess. 2nd and 1 from the 29-yard line in the offset eye. Nolan fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Curtis, and Isaac Curtis out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards to Isaac Curtis. We're in sudden death overtime. The next score wins. It doesn't matter who or how. Touchdown, field goal, or safety, it doesn't matter. We're in sudden death overtime. Whoever can score next will win. 3:15 left in the first overtime. 1st and 10 Bengals from their own 45. Nolan under center. Nolan fakes the handoff. Rolls out. He's going to take off into Bengals territory. Still breaking tackles all the way down to the 41-yard line. A 14-yard run by Michael Nolan for the 1st down into Browns territory with 2:47 and counting here in the first overtime. Yeah, that spin. The 10th year quarterback out of Army, Michael Nolan, playing in his first season with the Bengals. He spent 9 years with Detroit as a backup primarily. He got traded to the Bengals, and he's the starter. And he's done a good job. He's led the Bengals to a 7-3 record so far. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Nolan hands off to Chad Hunter this time. Hunter weaving his way down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bengals now getting close to field goal range. They're at the 34-yard line. This will be a 51-yard field goal from here. A field goal will win it. Clock continues to move. 2:10 and counting in the first overtime. 2nd and 3 from the 34 of Cleveland. Nolan to Rose again. Marcus Rose has the first down all the way down to the 21-yard line. A 13-yard run by Marcus Rose, the rookie out of Washington. And now the Bengals are big time in field goal range. It'd be a 38-yard field goal from here. If I'm the coach for Cincinnati, I'm kicking the field goal now. I'm kicking the field goal now. A 38-yarder, and here we go. Luke Jones from 38 yards, and the Browns want to ice him. The Bengals are saying, let's end this thing now. I can't blame them. Don't tempt fate. If you have a chance to win it in overtime, do so. So the Browns call a timeout to try to ice the kicker. If the Bengals make this, the Bengals go to 8-3. The Steelers are at 7-3. They play later this week. So the Bengals would have a half-game lead on the Steelers in the AFC Central. We're in Week 11. Here we go. Luke Jones for the win in his 7th year out of Miami from 38 yards in overtime. The snap. The kick is up. And the kick is good. The Bengals win in overtime. Your final score, Cincinnati 20, Cleveland 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern for a triple header. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.